So once again, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We want to give our praises to Yahweh. We say double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And to our elder brother in America that hold it down with the apostles. And to our brothers in Trinidad and Port of Spain and in San Gandhi who is preaching this word. And to all the Akiams around the world, we say shalom. You know, I want to present Brother Apet one or two things about us, the Israelites and the Africans.
So I'll just bring out a quick lesson, you know, to just a few scriptures, a few Greek scriptures about that we're not Africans, you know, because every week we come out with Exodus 11:7 about Africans, but we're just gonna go a little more in depth. Bring out a few more precepts from it. So Genesis 9:18. You know, if people just read their Bible, if you really just read your Bible, you would have more of an understanding. Even though, you gotta have a preacher to teach it to you. But some people, they really just don't read their Bible. Like these church groups, they go to church just to feel good about themselves, to believe they got salvation. Well, how do you get salvation? By studying these scriptures, by staying in the Word.
That's right. This is Genesis 9:18. He said, the sons of Noah that went forth out of the ark was Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan.
So that's showing you that we're from Shem. There was three brothers, right? There's Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
That's right.
The Africans, they're from Ham. We're not from that lineage, right? Give me from verse 20 to 26.
20. Verse 20. You see, and Noah begot, being to be an husband, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine, and was drunk, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment, and laid it upon both his shoulders, and went backwards and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, their faces were backwards, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew that his younger son had done unto him.
So before you continue, that shows you that you know we don't do things like that, right? Ham, he looked at the nakedness of his father. So that's not in our spirit to do that. That shows you that we're different from the Africans. We don't do things like that. In Africa, they put rings in their mouth. They put plates in their mouth. They put rings in their neck. We don't do stuff like that. They even circumcise their daughters. You don't circumcise your daughter.
That's right.
And Salaki, and that going back to the curse of Ham, all them things what the Africans doing, it all goes back to the curse of Ham. Well,
25. And he said, cursed be Cain, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. He said, blessed be the Lord of Shem, the Lord power of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant.
That's right. So it says Cain shall be his servant. The Africans, they're going to be under us. They're going to be our slaves. We're from Shem, right? So it says, blessed be the Lord power of Shem. That's so much, you know, blessed be Jacob, you know? Blessed be the 12 tribes of Israel. That's right. So I'll bring Genesis 10 verse 67.
Genesis 67.
10 verse 67. Hold on.
Genesis chapter 10 verse 67. 67. Genesis chapter 10 verse 6. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan.
Right there, right? So it says the sons of Ham, Cush. Cush is the Ethiopians. Mizraim, they're the Egyptians. Put, they're the North Africa. The North Africans. And Canaan, they're the South Africans. Go ahead. That's all the African nations, you know? I'll repeat it just now. Go ahead.
And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Shabata, and Rama, and Shabbataka, and the sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan.
Yeah, so those are the nations that came from Africa, right? And I think they're gonna come up. They're gonna come up later on in different scriptures. So I just wanted to bring that out, showing that these nations that came from Ham, right? Pause that real quick, right? Yeah. Now read verse 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Same chapter.
Genesis 10.
10?
Yeah, go ahead.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 15. And Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Het, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Jagazite, and the Havite, and the Architite, and the Sinite, and the Aphrodite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite, and afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad, and the border of Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest to Gerar unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zebium, even unto Lasha. 20. These are the sons of Ham after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations.
So from verse 19, is showing you that what? That the Africans, they were ruling Sodom and Gomorrah. We all know that was a wicked place. It shows you those Africans, they were wicked. Yahweh had to throw brimstone in that place.
That's right.
Just like how Yahweh's going to throw nuclear fire on America. Because America's run by what? They're run by the Jewish. They're run by the Esau, the Caucasians. That's not our people. Alright? So give me Judges 3 verse 5.
Judges 3 verse
5. Alright?
Judges. See, and the children of Israel dwell among the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, and the Havitites, and the Jebusites.
So it says what? The children of Israel, they dwelled among them, right? So they can't be the same people if Israel dwelled among them. If they're the same people, how can they say that? As I said, you just read your Bible. If these niggas just read their Bible, it'll be so, they would wake up, They just what? They read John 3:16 in church. That's all they know is John 3:16, and that God loves everybody. That was Judges 2 verse 5. And what they know? Love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, you gotta, they say you gotta love the heathen. When they say love thy neighbor, that's talking about your own people. To love thy brother. That was not talking about love the heathens. Because back then he was killing those nations. Yahweh had us killing them. That's going to come up just now. Sean, give me Deuteronomy. Jack, you read this one. Deuteronomy 7 verse 1 to 5. It's going to show you that how he gave us the order to kill those nations. And those are our own people. Why would Yahweh say to kill your own brother? How was against that? That's actually one of the curses that was put against us. To be against our own brother.
Deuteronomy 7
verse 1 to 5.
When the Lord thy God shall bring it to Egypt, and bring it to the land, and thou goest to possess it, and I cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites.
Some of these names, we read that in Genesis chapter 10, that these nations were from Ham.
And the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mighty than thou. As my daddy used to label them termites. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
It said make peace with them. It said drink a stab.
Utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy to them. Neither shall thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter should thou not give it to the son, nor thy daughter should thou take away from his wife.
That's what Solomon went off with. He was what? He was going to these different nations. He was marrying these different women from these different nations. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but when you go ahead, the next verse will explain it.
They will turn away thy son from following me.
It says what? For they will turn their son from following me. So if you marry a Chinese, right? and you start worshiping her gods, and that's when you go off. Go ahead.
They serve the gods. So the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy you suddenly. But thus shall you deal with them. You shall destroy their altars and break down their images and cut down their groves and burn their graven images with fire.
What's those African religions that they just be into? Look at the dead. That's an African part.
Yeah, the Egyptian.
The Egyptians. See, we're not supposed to be into that. How is that to what? Break down their images, their groves. We're not supposed to be worshiping those other gods. That's in Exodus chapter 20. That should have no other gods before. So, yeah.
And so like, even when the children of Israel went into Africa, we started to walk real bad. Because we started to learn the ways of the Hamites. And started to learn to beat drum, which we never was beating drum because we were string instrument people.
And drum is something that does revoke spirit. Understand? Goes back to like Hollywood and things. You know?
So there's these different hip hop beats. These different hip hop beats, it brings spirits into you, you know? They use those drums to go sing those beats. And the Egyptians, they have a lot of gods. They have what you can name a few or you can name a few of those Egyptian gods that they use.
They have Set, they got Hathor, Cyrus,
God called Ra.
Horus.
Horus.
Yeah, a lot of gods.
Now it knows I send the plagues upon them. Every one of the gods, that 12 gods, that 12 different gods. You understand? And every one of the 12 gods, the Most High send plague upon them. The one with the claim to say is he sent grasshopper in land. You understand? The one the frog take when he send the frog, the river when he make the river turn into blood. You understand?
And I believe they have a god called Soka too, right? They have a god called
Actually, I think it's
Soka, but it really correlates with what we just celebrate out there because we think go back to a spirit of Bacchus, right?
Or Bacchanal is from a god too. That's a god called Bacchus, right?
Bacchus, yeah.
From Bacchus, the god of drinking, you know? So give me Genesis 14:13.
Genesis 14.
Yeah. If we can get there fast.
Yeah, Genesis chapter 14, verse 13. Say,
Read all the way to 14. Go ahead.
you got it to 14, right?
Yeah.
15 to 14.
Yeah.
Right. Say, and there came one that had escaped and told Abraham,
That was Abraham's name before it was changed to Abraham. It was Abraham.
right? Right. And told Abraham the Hebrew. He said, for he dwelt in the plain of Maria. Right?
Moriah.
Amorite,
Brother.
the brother of Eshcol and brother of Aner, and these were confederate with Abraham. And when Abraham heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. Right? You see, and persuade.
Stop there. Yeah, so that's showing you that Abraham, he was a Hebrew, right? Because Abraham is one of the forefathers. It's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And it says right here that he was a Hebrew. They never say anything about he was an African. He sued those nations.
And so like, and some of these dumb niggas out there, of how Abraham talk all this, Abraham Hebrew is the language we speak. And Israelite is our nationality. Now these dumb niggas would know that, right? They're quick to make an argument on YouTube with that. And not only that too, even the brother in GMS London Central, he had also pull up on a lot of them because some of these niggas really dumb in the mind. So kudos to my brother from GMS London Central.
We're all in the same spirit, we're all teaching the same thing. Something that I'm teaching, another brother will be teaching it right now. About the Africans, you know. The spirit. Yeah, so give me exactly what Exodus 8:23. Exodus 8:23. Scripture showing you that. Scripture showing you this is it. Got it?
Yeah. And Exodus 8:23. And I'll put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall the sign be.
So you say a division between my people and thy people. That's talking about the Hebrews and the Africans.
Like I go back to Exodus 11:7.
Yeah, that's the main piece about that.
You understand? All those division. Lord never put me together until we come and love them. Always a division. Always a division. I don't know why these Negroes will wake up now and realize we are a totally different nation from these Africans, these East Indians, and get we seven in order.
Yeah, so when you say thy people, it says when thy, it says my people and thy people. My people is talking about the Hebrews, and thy people is talking about the Africans.
Bring it out.
So it shows you that there's a division there, right? Those Africans, they put us in slavery. Well, we really call it Egyptians, but they're all the same people. You know? Because you have a Spanish, a Mexican. He's still an Israelite.
And
It's just different tribes.
and another thing too, one of the reasons why the Bible mentioned Egypt a lot, because Egypt was one of the ruling nation in those days. So you know, you will more mention the ruling nation to understand what you're talking about. But Egypt is Africa. You understand what I'm saying? That way.
And the thing is about it, right? These our people want to be everyone else. They want to be a Muslim. They want to be this. They want to be that. They want to be the Africans. Well, why you don't stick to what you are? You know, because the Africans ain't trying to be you. The Africans know who they are. Over there in Africa, they worship their gods. They stick to their customs. But you want to be an African. Why you want to be a dirty African for? Those filthy rats. Yeah, son. So I should read one more and then I'll read the next one. Exodus chapter 1. Not the whole thing, but we're going to read, we're going to jump around a little bit. Read from Exodus 1, verse 1 to 4. Or 1 to 5.
So that's 1.
Yes, actually read that.
Now these are the names of the generation of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun, and Benjamin, then Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt already. So Joseph died, and all his brethren, all the generation.
Yes, it's showing you that what? The 12 tribes of Israel who's in bondage in Africa, in Egypt. Who's in bondage? Is what Egypt means bondage, right? So let's read that out. I'll read this one. Exodus 20 verse 2. I'll read this one.
No, I'll read it.
Oh, go ahead. Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. Just showing that Egypt means what?
Bondage. Exodus 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
That's right. So that's what America's a modern day, or whatever you call it, the modern day Egypt, right? The house of bondage.
Yes.
We're still in bondage.
Why was you gonna claim to eat
Exactly. Because Egypt means bondage. Yeah, all you do is
Ain't that something, bro? You claim that Egypt means bondage, so you say you're a child of bondage, right?
But you never notice Polite and Shaka Musa don't really complain too much about America. And these Egypt guys who study the craft, they really complain too much. It's only the Hebrew Israelites we don't be complaining about America.
Exactly, because
But they don't, these dudes already don't care.
yeah, that's true. Because a lot of the Israelites, when they was in the wilderness, right, they was saying they miss Egypt. They wanted to go right back to Egypt. They was ungrateful. They miss what Egypt had.
Even like when Moses went up into the mountains and they come against Aaron, understand? The people come against Aaron, and that won't make Aaron end up making that calf because the multitude of them come against one man. I mean, he's only human, he's flesh, so not fair in Aaron. Understand? But Aaron against a whole multitude of people.
Yeah, they're saying there's nothing new under the sun. So they were worshiping gods back then who was doing it. He's in Exodus, I think it's Exodus chapter 32. Who was worshiping the golden calf.
Wow, yeah.
Because we saw that they did it in Egypt, so we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
We wanted to copy that.
But like I said, we really went off. Yeah. As we entered into Africa, we went off. And God and the Lord power of Israel caused the Egyptian to overpower we. Because Israel is a kind of, how should I put it, our people, no matter how we all talk to we always want to stick with those where we do belong.
That's Isaiah 30.
Yeah, that's true because that shows that we Israelites, we're carnal-minded. We gotta worship something that we can see. That's why you have the Jesus Christ picture. We worship Caesar Borgia. This is something that you can look to, you know? Something that you can see. That's what they were saying in Exodus chapter 32. That's why they created the golden calf. Because at the time they were saying they couldn't see Yahweh, so they was wondering why they had to worship him. Yeah, but you can't see the wind. You can't see the wind, but the wind is there. Alright. Quran, you can read that? Exodus chapter 2, verse 11.
Before I go, I
Yeah,
got
go ahead.
another precept. This is Isaiah 30 verse 2. He said they walked to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And you know, up to now, yapa scripture, and you know, up to now, our people still romanticize in Egypt. No matter what we romanticize, you know that one? Romanticizing, yeah, Jabari, Polite, Shaka Amos, and these dumb niggas who romanticize in Egypt. Well, these niggas, but hey, I don't know how Tazariak, I don't know how Tazariak from the ISUPK that's still trying to deal with these people. But brothers from GMS, we done set we done Jordan 9 already. We don't deal with these idiots.
Right. No, but it's like these niggas got a mental orgasm for this teacher, man.
Where's anybody think? Stockholm syndrome?
Stockholm syndrome, yeah.
They got a mental, it's a mental orgasm for this place. They love Egypt bad. They got a mental orgasm for Egypt.
Yeah, because look when you watch it go down too. And like they show down here, a lot of these Israelites like to put this ark around the neck. And they don't even know what the ark mean or where it come from.
Niggas don't do research. They don't read books. They said to hide truth from niggas, you put it in the book. These niggas they don't have to teach man to read a whole book. I mean, even myself, sometimes I don't want to sit down and read a long book, you know? Even though you have to do this. Yahweh said to study thyself.
No, but there's something in the flesh, right? There's something when you're in the flesh, right? Like this famous story called Charlotte's Web, right? Now, when I was younger, right? I had the book and the movie. I always go to the movie first. Because it's something that you want to see. You enjoy seeing it better than reading it. That's why it's about visual. It's about visual. Because you have a book and a long, big ass book and a movie, or something you gotta see, you'd rather see it.
Even though like say Harry Potter, right? Like everything that's in the book of Harry Potter will be in the movie. If you read the book of Harry Potter, you'll get more information. As you read these you watch these biblical movies, it might not put everything in there. You only get say 75% of the story. If lucky.
Yeah, this is Exodus chapter 2 verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew one of his brethren.
Read verse 13.
To the deep.
Yeah.
And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slayed the Egyptian and hid him in the sun.
And you know in Trinidad we ever seen blood is thicker than water? Because even though he was foolish when he would have gone at that point in time, because that seed was in him to know that he is a Hebrew, blood is thicker than water now. You don't know that is evil going on there.
And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smittest thou thy fellow?
Yeah, so it's showing that he smote that Egyptian. If Moses was an African, he would not have done that. That would have been his brethren.
I have a principle just to show that up till today we still have Israelites dwelling in all the African countries now. You understand? This is Isaiah 11:11. He said, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again for the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamite and from the islands of the sea, which is the Caribbean island, from Trinidad goes straight that whole chain. Yeah, so the Lord come and deliver his people. That's what he said in the next scripture. He said it's in Amos. He said he'll come up with a sift and sift this. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is right. Can you bring out James 1:1 to back that up? Bring it out. James 1:1. And we're scattered abroad. We're everywhere. We're the four corners of the earth. If you go to Africa, there's gonna be Israelites there. You go to Russia, you'll be a sprinkle of Israelites there. We're everywhere, especially in America. Yeah. I would bring it out, but James that's my Bible.
Okay, this one too. This is Acts chapter 2 verse 5. It says, and they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews, devout man, out of every nation under heaven. Right. Out of every nation under heaven. So that's how we know Lord scattered through all nation.
This is James 1 verse 1. James, the servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting. Which are scattered abroad. Greeting.
We're everywhere. Sprinkle, you see some Israelites there. You know, you go to France, there'll be some Israelites. We're everywhere, you know.
But I think that it
happened. It also happened the transatlantic slave trade too, because these go to different parts. Those ships to different parts of the world. You know? That shows you that it wasn't just white people having us in slavery. It was the Arab slave trade. It was different slave trades. You know?
The first race of people who had slavery. The first race of people who had slavery was actually Hamites.
Yeah.
It was fucking Hamites.
Yeah.
And then it was Esau. It was Hamites. The first race of people that ever had this was Hamites. Because think about it. Esau was a Hamite. The Hamite nation was born from Esau race. Think about it, because when Hamites were they were ruling in and out of Genesis, Esau wasn't even born yet. Esau wasn't born.
Yeah. Before the white man was born, they was in the Caucasus Mountains, right?
Yeah.
They was in the Caucasus Mountains before the white man.
If you think about it, Ham is really, I would say about 60% of wickedness comes from Hamites. It's not from Esau.
Yeah.
60%, think about it, because all their system, their kingdom is deeply inspired by the Egyptians. They're inspired. Because when the Greeks went to the Phoenicians, they were so amazed by it, you know? And then there's a scripture that made them. Yeah, go ahead.
After you bring that out, it's Exodus 1 verse 19. It says, and the midwife said to Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives coming into them. Right? So the Hebrew women are not as Egyptian women, for they are lively, right? Right. So the black people are better than these different heathens. We're the salt of the earth. They show you that we're different. That goes to show you again that we're a different nation. Why would they say that? The Hebrew woman is not as Egyptian.
This is Nahum 3 verse 9. Ethiopia, Egypt were shrank. It was infinite and put in lubricant of thy helpers. So they strengthened up their wickedness. The wicked, most of them was present in like Esau just went with it. The pyramid, that's a little different. That's a lot of them died just from the Hamites, so they really started it.
Because America is what? They perpetrate what? Egypt. With the tall buildings with palace and the answer I'm saying, the pyramid on the back of the dollar. So when they actually they romanticize in Egypt. And the whole world romanticized Egypt. But the Lord didn't want Israel to do that. And the day we do that, that's when the Lord started to get angry with us.
Even first America is Egypt. Even Slack, if I say the name wrong, correct me? What? Sphinx. You know? Egypt had a Sphinx thing, this thing like a penis, you know?
Yeah.
Like
They call it a palace.
Because when you're in school, right?
Right?
Yeah, when you're in school, right? What they always teach you in school, ancient Egypt. Why did you say ancient Egypt? And all the civilizations, they stress it, keep stressing Egypt. So they know.
Yeah, this is Numbers chapter 12. I'll read this one. This one's kind of long, so I'll read this. Numbers 12, verse 1 to 10. Numbers chapter 12, verse 1 to 10. Yeah. It says Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the everything again. And Miriam and Aaron. That's it. Numbers 12, verse 1 to 10. Yeah, it says, and Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married. For he had married an Ethiopian woman. Now that's in Deuteronomy. It says, when I was married them, right? It says that you should not give that daughter unto their son.
I remember this guy.
Yeah.
You see on Garashaman.
I think so. I don't know if you read it.
I think in it.
Yeah. This is verse 2. And they said, and Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses, and he not spoken also by us? And Yahweh heard it. Now the man Moses was very weak among all the men which were upon the face of the earth. Yeah. It says, and Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, come out ye there unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they there came out. And Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud. That pillar of the cloud was talking about a chariot. And so you would fall right there. He said, why would it? It speaks with parables, symbolically. Right? It says, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I Yahweh will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And in similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore, when then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. Behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So the reason why she got punished is because she was talking against Moses. Where it was she was speaking against Moses and Aaron. She was not supposed to do that. That's not the woman's place. If the woman has a problem with the man, she's supposed to what? She's supposed to, she's supposed to talk to him calmly. She would say, you know what, I don't agree with such and such. She's not supposed to buck up to the man. She says what? A simple woman is clamorous. A simple woman is clamorous. She's simple and knowing nothing. Clamorous means loud. She's not supposed to she's not supposed to buck up and speak loud to the man. She's not supposed to have authority over him. That's why she got punished. And another thing is, too, it says leprosy, she came white as snow. That shows you that leprosy is a curse. That goes back to the heathens, the white man. They're leprous. They got that leprosy, you know? That's a curse. They're cursed. That's why you wanna put your skin and be like the Esau. When leprosy is a curse.
Yeah. Today, I went down in town to do some work, and see that Israelite, but he gone into Muslim society, I should say, right? And talking to that next Jake, and the Jake could be the guard complexion, and here we tell the Jake, but the girl is so here to make it get back a true complexion or get back white. So I stop for a moment and I watch him. In my mind, I say, boy, Jake's really gonna shoot. Because you telling somebody they'll get back white and knowing that there's a curse unto the Lord. And it's that the more black is, the more rich in melanin. Your skin more rich in melanin. The more dark is, the more melanin you have.
And how long we been telling all people get on the lamb garbage?
That's like a man being burned with acid. And you say, oh, this is my true color. Let me put acid on me.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me be real.
Every time you see these biblical movies, everyone's white. The Egyptians is white. And from the story of Exodus, they had the Egyptians as white. The Egyptians wasn't white, they were dark.
Look bring out and you say commandments and the man white.
So that's right.
Moses are big white man like this man here, yeah. Look, what are you talking about? Look the friends. Shine him up all it.
Yeah, this
Hey,
is
don't do that to me. Send him back to Syria fast.
this is Exodus just to prove that Moses, he was a black man, he ain't no white man.
Yeah, go on.
Exodus 4 verse 6 and 7. Yahweh said furthermore to him, put now thy hand to thy bosom. And he put his hand to his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand to his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as out of flesh. You see, it shows you that if he would not have done that miracle if he was a white man. You see who put his hand in his bosom and come out. It would just be white.
Yeah.
You know? But then this cartoon I saw, he had Moses as a white man. When he put his hand out, it was all withered. That's not leprosy. That's not leprosy. It was withered. But he put it back in and became back to his normal flesh.
Yeah, like Esau, Esau, wicked, you know, so they put in to seduce people in these movies. Because a lot of people that
It's not trying to it's not the Muslims now. It's a cartoon now. They know if you have any Muslims, it's going to come white and all black. No, it's not a good with that. It's not a winner.
I think I'm in the bell.
But it's a white cartoon. When I know it. Yeah, that's the process I can have with I think. That's like a green plant. Plant start to with that. Yeah.
But Esau again, boy, that snake tongue of Esau, he'll pay for that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, the same time. The same devil that Steve in the beginning.
Red dragon.
Yeah, same red dragon.
And you know also read about this Bible. You know, like when in Isaiah 14 Lord say, and Satan and his angel was cast out of heaven. You know that people let's read literally. No, so who is Satan angel? Like the descendants of children.
Like the Tusian and the Mozart.
Yeah, come on, you know. And like Jakes and these people real bugged out, you know.
Yeah.
They really bugged out.
They believe what Yahweh had a fight with this is his name, Lucifer. Lucifer. Yahweh had a fight with Lucifer. And yeah, they wrestled down.
And I hold him in a lock. You can't call them ruling.
And he cast
I real funny, yeah?
Yeah.
No, think about that. I real funny.
Yeah.
Knowing.
Sounds like a fairy tale.
Real fairy tale thing.
Yeah, so
that happened with Susan, that happened with my Lord.
I was about to say that, Bees. That go back to Greek mythology, Bees. Zeus and Hades, they had a fight. They were brothers. They were brothers.
Oh,
he threw Hades down and became like hell. They just make that up with mythology, you know?
So like that why Proverbs 1 verse 20 say how long is simple one will become simplicity.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I see my
Acts 21 verse 38 to 40.
Acts 21.
Verse 38 to 40. Yeah, after you go on.
21, you see right there?
Yeah, chapter 21 verse 38 to 40.
Alright, this is Exodus.
Acts.
Oh, slack.
Sorry, it's probably how I said it. It's Acts.
Acts 21 verse 38 to 40, right?
Yeah.
He said, have not thou that Egyptian which before these days made us an uproar and led us out into the wilderness, 4,000 men that were murderers?
So actually,
That's a question he asked
yeah,
for.
there was actually Paul. If he was an Egyptian, if he was an African, go ahead.
Acts 21 to 8 to 40. So here's what Paul replied here. He said, Paul said, I am a man which I am a Jew.
No, they said he's a Jew. He said he ain't no Egyptian. Goes to show you again, they're not the same.
Of Tarsus, a city in Cilicia.
Yeah.
Cilicia,
Yeah.
a citizen of no mean city. I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people. 40. And when he had given him license, Paul stood on the scales and beckoned with the hand unto the people. And when there was made a great silence, he spake unto them in the Hebrew. Nay, this is for you, you wicked bastard. IUIC, this is for you in the Hebrew tongue saying. So now when these IUIC, please Israel, do not listen to IUIC, like the worst Israelite group to listen to.
You know what too? Even that way you don't say Hebrew tongue. Even when you have a shy come out your Paul. You understand? What Paul say? He said, and I heard a Hebrew tongue. Understand? A Hebrew tongue. He's speaking African to all that. And he said, how can I get against the word? The bricks, you understand? People it was thing because Paul was I should say them just a professional killer. Slaughtering people, that's how he was, you understand? So,
Figure it out. So go ahead. Spirit.
I say that, and God cast away his people, he said, Yahweh forbid. He said, for I am also an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
That shows you that, so in the last piece you said he was a Jew. That shows you that Jews, there were Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So he said he's a what? He said he's a Benjamite, right? I hate the test, that transcript don't get that anyways, I got two precepts. Show me Philippians 5. You got long? Philippians 5. Let's back it up that Paul was an Israelite. He didn't say he was no African American. Where did they get that from? African American. We know African. We're not Africans or we're not Americans. So that's off.
Yeah, verse 5. I'll read it. Philippians 3 verse 5. He says, circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, a Hebrew of the Hebrews, and of touching the law, a Pharisee.
He was proud to say that he was a Hebrew. He didn't say he was no different nation. He didn't say he was an African. He said he was an African American. He said he was a Hebrew. Bring out the figures precept on Exodus 11:7. From there, someone can take the mic.
I'll read that one.
Exodus 11:7. That precept real famous in Israel. And especially in Kwame Ashala.
If you don't know that precept, you're not in the truth. You gotta check yourself. It's a study.
Exodus 11:7. When again any of the children of Israel shall not a dog with a strong against man or beast, that he may know how they know the difference between the Egyptian and Israel.
That explains this. If you don't understand that, there's something wrong. You didn't see the Jews in Israel. It says, against any of the children shall not a dog with so that dog's talking about the heathens. Yahweh sees them as dogs. That's spittle. So you ain't trying. Why you trying to be a? Why you trying to be a dog? A contemptible person. Why you trying to be like that? Man, you have to take the mic right now.
Teaching, but that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That is edification in the spirit of Gova, to Gova again.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Do you have anything to be out?
Is that you freestyle or?
Yeah, bring it up. If I came to the floor one time and John teach it.